Hi, I'm Spyn, and I guess we're doing a live thing today. So, can you guys hear me? Like, is everything good? Audio good? Hmm? Awesome. So, I don't have to change anything. That's good, I think. Hey, Sparrow, did you get another drink or? Shut up, Artemis. This is harder than it looks. The quality is because I spent way too much time and probably money making sure that I could use my camera as a webcam. So I did that. That's why that's like that. I'm sorry, I'm dying. It's okay though. I'll be fine. Probably. I didn't really know which character to do. Either spin or switch or just not do any of them. So you know, I decided on spin for right now, and yeah, we are all dying down deep inside. No, I'm not doing Majira. That's not a thing that we're doing. Anyway, so as far as this goes, we're just gonna do like some Q&A stuff and kind of whatever you guys want to do and whatever you guys want me to talk about. Okay, sound good? I hope so. It's my channel. I get to do what I want. If I had to switch midway through, then it would take way too much time, and I probably am not going to do that. But I do have him here, so he's right here. Also, I'm not no, that's not my I'm not doing the my favorite Majira video thing at all. Stop asking that. Let's see. Let's see. Could you do Majira? It, I don't think so. I don't think I can quite capture that. So probably not. How did you come to be a fox, and why a fox? Um, the whole reason I got Spin, was at FWA last year, and I just saw him kind of sitting at Lemon Brat, and I passed by him. I was just getting some video footage of the dealer's room, and I kind of passed by him once or twice, and I had the extra money and decided that I wanted him, so I got him. And as far as a fox, well, he was a fox, so I'm a fox now. I know it's not an impressive story, but it's a true one. Poor life decisions. Yeah, um, that's pretty much why. Um, that's pretty much why I've done everything. It's why the character is the way the character is just poor life decisions across the board. Totally. Yeah. Let's see. Uh, Hey Spin, how does it feel to see me getting compliments on your stream? Um, it's you know, since you're here, I felt like that's about average for you, though, isn't it? I mean, of the two of us, you're the popular one, right? Oh God. uh, awesome. Well, anyway, so I could tell you guys a story from my work. You know, something that happened. When I got into work one day, our front door's handle was completely knocked off of its hinges. It was sheared. The bolts were sheared completely off. No, you can't use a coupon. So the handle was knocked completely off, sheared the bolts completely off. And when I asked the contractor who's redoing our whole hotel how this might have happened, I kind of got the response of, well, I think it's the wind that did this. So the wind did this. The wind knocked the door completely inside and sheared the handle off. It's like, no, it hit the glass. Oh, so it hit the glass hard enough to shear metal for metal, but it didn't break the glass. And I guess the guy was just not used to being questioned because he looked at me with this like 1,000 yard stare and just walked away from me. Like like that solves the problem? Like that's gonna be the end of it? You probably backed a lift into my door, and now I have to explain why the handle's missing. Don't just walk away. The thing that Artemis is saying in the comments, I get that a lot. I get a lot of coupons from people that come in and they want to use their coupons. I I won't lie to you guys. I hate those people. I really do. They almost always destroy my hotel rooms, and they're usually pretty obnoxious people. Uh, uh, let's see. The Dark Wolf. What's your favorite con? Well, I guess my favorite con I've ever been to was Confuzzled in England. It's not as big as the other cons, but it's just kind of this tight knit thing. You feel a lot more at home than at some of the other cons. Um, I guess second to that would probably be like FWA, and I liked MFF and I liked AC, but those are the only ones I've gone to. But as far as my favorites and why it's like I know it's a long flight over and all of that, but Confuzzled is really one of my favorites and for really good reasons because there's just something about that place that's just somehow better. I can't really describe it any more than that. To really understand, I think you would just have to go. Um, I know that's not always possible for everyone, and monetary constraints being what they are, that's totally understandable. You go to the cons that you can and enjoy what you can, but for me, Confuzzled is my favorite. Um, Spin, what species would you want to see more of as fursuits, and which would you want to see less of? Um, more. I think I would like to see probably more, uh, well, I'd probably like to see a lot more like unique species, like things that are different, things that are not just wolves and foxes and dogs and cats and lions and things of that nature, like more hybrid species because I think they look really cool. More things that kind of have more of the person's like own personality put into it, and you can kind of tell. And as far as less, I don't know. Probably Um, we could probably stand to lose a few foxes like myself. We could probably stand to lose a few of us. There's a lot of us. Let's see. Let's see if I missed anything. Let's see. Circles. Yeah, aka circles. Yeah. I like circles. I think they're a cool species, and I'd like to see a lot more fursuiters of that. But really, it doesn't matter what fursuit you get or if you even have one. A lot of it has to do with your personality and how you interact with the suit. And I would like to see more good fursuiters and less bad ones, I guess. Or I'd like to see the good fursuiters help other less experienced suitors get better at doing the things that they do. Let's see. Let's see if I can try to read this. What if you want to go to heaven, but God said, "Can I use a coupon?" Well, as I don't really believe in a quintessential heaven or hell, I think I'll be safe. I'll probably be safe. Let's see. You sound like you're on the verge of tears. Are you okay, Spin? No, no, I'm fine. I'm actually quite all right. This is just kind of the inflection for this voice, and it's really hard to hold. But I'm doing it all for you guys, so I'm okay. I'm definitely not on the verge of tears. This is just what I sound like. I know it's terrible. Let's see. Uh, Ace of Spades, 97. Spin, would you stare God in the eye and walk backwards into T? Uh, into hell. Huh. Um, well, I mean, if I was staring God in the eyes, or I, or however many God or whatever has, maybe I don't know. It really depends on what I'm being offered. Right, Rukia, Rukia. And my cat is right here, and I guess a little unwilling to come out on camera. So I'm sorry, Sparrow, but Rukia doesn't want to come out on camera. Let's see. That's a good one. What was it like for you when you went to your first convention? Well, I have been going to conventions long before I started fursuiting and going to furry conventions. My first convention was actually an anime convention. So, do you want me to talk about that, or do you want me to talk about the furry convention, like my first furry convention? Because I guess that would matter, maybe. Do I have? Let's see. Furry convention. All right, and then I'll answer the anime question after that. My first furry convention was FWA of last year. I had been going to conventions since I was like 17 or 18, so I'd been to a lot. And but my first furry convention was completely different than like any of the anime conventions I'd been to. There was just this weird sort of welcoming vibe that I got from that I don't get really from anime conventions. It's kind of like everybody knew each other already and everybody was kind of family, but in sort of a weird way. And it wasn't until later that I started seeing the drama and the nonsense, but we're not going to go into that, so that's okay. But my first furry convention at FWA was absolutely amazing. I got to meet some amazing people, some people that helped design this boy here, and just some really good friends that I still have today. And it was really kind of a game changing moment. It's when I kind of decided that I really wanted to do this. I wanted to do anime conventions less and furry conventions more. I kind of hope that answers the question. Um, to the best of my ability, that's what it was like. As far as my favorite anime, my favorite anime that I've really ever watched was Bleach. I really, really loved Bleach. I cosplayed Ichimaru Gin a few times, and it was by far my favorite anime. And just for Sparrow, just 1 second. Rukia, Rukia, Rukia. There. This is Rukia. She's not super happy having been woke up, but this is Rukia. I hope you're happy, Sparrow. Rukia. Say hi. Say hi, Rukia. Hi? No? Okay. All right. Go. Okay. One of the other cats has entered the room, and she doesn't like it much. Let's see. Uh, you don't really need thick gloves. It just really she has a tendency to flail a little bit, and her claws are sharp. So long as you grab her in the middle, it's fine. Well, so aside from aside from anime conventions and things like that, I will be going back to Confuzzled this year, and FWA, and AC, and MFF. I believe. I believe that's the ones I'll be going to this year, and those are going to be really fun. And I'll probably enjoy those quite a lot, especially since I'll probably be going with a lot of friends to those conventions. So if you want to meet me or come say hi or anything like that, I will be at those conventions this year. Absolutely, for sure. I know because I've already spent the money and can't get it back now. That's how it is. At Spin, what species? Are you talking about the cat? Because the cat species is calico. I think Sparrow told me that. Me, I Spin is a finnick. It's got the big ears, and the things. Yeah, Sparrow, you did. You told me Rukia is definitely a calico. You can tell because of her size and shape and the coloration. Uh, Sparrow's a little modest, but Sparrow is expert on cats and told me explicitly that Rukia is a calico. What is my favorite band? I like Shinedown and Queen and uh, well, it really just it kind of depends. I like Aviators. They're kind of more of a YouTube thing, but I really like their stuff a lot. It's really good. For the Lich King. Oh, oh, okay. Did I have like some of my? I'm not sure. Did I have some of my stuff out? I don't know. I did play World of Warcraft for a long time. Wasted a lot of my life. So, yeah, that's good. Uh, may I suggest a convention in Sweden called Nordic FuzzCon? Yes, you may. You may indeed. I'm always looking for new cons to go to. I really like them. Let's see. I've not been to that one, obviously, but I'll put it on my list, and maybe I'll be able to make that one. What do you think of the Dutch Angel Dragons? I kind of like them. I like them as a species and as a concept. The squeaking can get a little overbearing sometimes, but I mean, if someone gave me a Dutchie, I'd wear it and give it a personality and stuff. I'd still do it. I like it. But I like most fursuits and things like that. I like most species. I don't think I have like a favorite species or a species I hate. It's just you know, it's just whatever for me. Like I like seeing everyone kind of express themselves in their own way. Uh, does that kind of answer your question? I hope because that's sort of the width and breadth of my knowledge about Dutch angel dragons. I know a few, and I know more, but I know surprisingly little, or maybe not so surprisingly little. Like, I mean, look at me. Does this look like a super intelligent individual to you? I mean, come on. You're super awesome. Oh, thank you. That's nice of you. Thanks. That's very nice. Um. oh, oh God. What's your zip code? Artemis, you know my zip code. You don't need that answered. I like how you just your topic. Thanks for that. I do try to I try to give as positive a spin as I possibly can. No pun intended. On any topic that I have, and I try to address things that kind of tangentially relate to the fandom and things I feel are important to the fandom as a whole, and things that people might be able to learn from, and problems that I see that could easily be avoided, and things that I'll definitely talk about in future videos and things like that. Let's see. Reading anything through this is exceptionally difficult, so it's kind of hard. I find a Where can I find a tasty ogle dog? You can find one. You can find one in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. If you're looking for one, that's where you might find one. Or you should go to Finfur Animus. That also might be kind of cool. Again, a lot of these places, I'm kind of new to the FurCon scene, as it were. It's really, I've only passed my first year of doing that kind of thing, so that's the thing. Um, Artemis, maybe don't let Sparrow have any more to drink. I think that's probably a good idea. What's a country you want to go to and why? From Sparrow. I've never visited Greece. I've visited a lot of other countries, but I've never really visited Greece, and I've always kind of wanted to go. And mainly because of the history, seeing things like some of the old history there, Parthenon, things like that. Those things I definitely want to go see. So that'd probably be the one place I could point out right now that I really want to visit. And of course, I always want to go back to Japan. Japan is one of my favorite countries to visit, hands down, no questions asked. Let's see. No. Uh, he's not your daddy. No, he isn't your daddy. Is he, Sparrow? At all? Keep being awesome. I'll definitely try. Um, I'll do what I can for you. Uh, no one's daddy. Neither am I. Neither am I. I too am no one's daddy. That's that's a really good thing. There's, there's, there's really no reason to pass this type of genetics on to the next generation. Surely not. I always wondered, is fursuiting necessary for being popular on YouTube? Because I've been watching the whole FurTube community, and I noticed that every popular FurTuber has a fursuit. Um, in my opinion, it's your personality that's going to draw people to you, and your subject matter. Yes, cute fursuit definitely helps, but ultimately, yeah, zero respect. But in my personal opinion, it's not necessary. It just makes it a lot easier. Um, it makes it a lot easier to get people's attention. So it definitely works, but long and short of it, if you look at people like Uncle Kage or Alkali, they don't rely on a fursuit, or Lord Pandez, people like that, they do not rely on the fursuit, and yet they're still vastly popular in the fandom because they're innately funny individuals, and their personality is what people come to see. It's You kind of have to decide: do you want people to like you because you have a cute fursuit, or do you want people to like you because of your personality? And are you using that fursuit to enhance your personality, or are you using it to make up for a lack of personality? That's that's something you should really consider. And as for me, I think it's helped me, but there's plenty of things that have helped me. I've been lucky enough to have really good friends that have helped me kind of navigate this whole thing. how many horny paw furs have you had to fight off? As of right now, none. Thankfully. Thanks for that, Artemis. It's a good question. Let's see. Do you make do do you on making con vlogs? I guess you meant to say, do you plan on making con vlogs? Uh, Maybe. It really kind of depends. I like making those kind of videos with friends. I probably wouldn't do it like by myself. I would definitely want to do it with friends there that I knew, and kind of get our own takes on the convention, the good, the bad, the ugly, that kind of thing. I definitely would do that. Let's see. A Spyn live stream. Hey, Spyn. Hi. Hi, Majestic. How are you? Let's see. See here. How do you read chat in your suit? Well, I have a big screen TV that I'm projecting this on and have zoomed it in so I can see the chat. Pretty much at all times. It's hard to do that though. But that's why I keep leaning forward to see it. Because I'm also looking directly into a light. You know, I've got a light here and a light here, and it makes it hard to see, like really hard to see. But I'm doing this because, well, I said I would, and you guys wanted it, so we're doing this. I wonder how many furs are playing Beat Saber besides me. I totally love Beat Saber. It's absolutely amazing. I would absolutely never do it in fursuit, though. Aside from the fact that, you know, having the whole, you know, visor and the wands and such, I'm already clumsy, and I don't need this helping me to fall and break something. You know. Let's see. What is your most unpopular opinion? Well, I guess it really depends on the type of people I'm talking to. Um, but I suppose my most unpopular opinion is that I don't really care for the snowflake community in our fandom. This whole victim mentality is utter nonsense, and it makes me furious to deal with people like that have a victim mentality, that have this immediate cry bully reaction to every little thing. Um, it's almost as if well, really, it's almost as if we just have lost the ability um, to have a conversation at all. Fursuit pet peeves. Um, Also, as a side note, if you want to see pretty much exactly how I feel about the victim mentality, you should go check out Artemis's video on that. It's his second episode of the Doghouse. The first segment in that sums up exactly how I feel about the whole victim mentality thing. Totally go watch that. It's worth it. Pardon. Right. So, first pet peeves. Not wearing clothes under your fursuit. Seriously, that is a huge thing. When I go into a headless lounge, I see someone half unzip and they're just nothing but like themselves, and it's sweaty, and then they want to like get a picture or something, and it's like being hugged by some sort of terrible sweaty carpet monster, and I just no, I feel like I have to take a shower in order to be clean enough to take a shower after someone like that touches me. So no, please don't do that. Let's see. And hi, Nyctophobia. See. About the lack of having conversations, that seems to be happening in a lot of areas. Yeah, it does. It definitely does. You're not allowed to question anyone at all ever, and it's just kind of, well, sad. Because that's how we learn. That's how we grow as people. Like having an opinion and having it challenged and having to validate that opinion. Um, is far better because it makes your opinion stronger. If by default you can't question or ever challenge that opinion, that's kind of like how religion does it, and we don't want to be anything like that, like at all. Yeah, shower before you shower. Yeah, yeah. Some people make me feel like that. Let's see. What's your opinion on the live action Sonic movie coming out this year? I saw some stuff about that, and I saw I guess the character model for that, and it was an absolute horror show. Like it's just I don't think I can watch that. I like the Sonic series. I played it when I was a kid. Like just like 1, 2, and 3. I didn't really go any further than that, but like I played it a lot when I was a kid. Oh, let's see. Aspen Mystic asked about what's going on with your ice skating video. Um, the ice skating video is something that it's kind of a passion project for me. Is I really want to do it because I really enjoy ice skating. Um, but having someone film me while I'm doing that is going to be difficult because I don't really know a lot of people that I can basically just hand my camera rig to and go, "Can you film me and not drop this on the ice and shatter it into billions of pieces?" Kind of making my camera into this like terrible jigsaw puzzle of despair. So that's kind of where we're at right now. As soon as I can get someone to film me, I'll definitely do it. I have been working on some stuff for that, but it's kind of it's kind of hard to practice anything right now. So, but it's definitely going to happen. That's not something I've forgotten about. I'm definitely interested in doing it. Let's see. Opinions on poodling. Let's see, personal with some suits it's okay, and out in public it's bad. um, my personal opinions on poodling, it really kind of again, it really kind of depends on the character. It depends on the individual. For me, I'm very much okay with someone poodling if their personality kind of just jives with it. If if they kind of have a I don't care kind of attitude with it kind of works. But as far as an aesthetic, I don't like it as an aesthetic. I think it looks bad as an aesthetic. I'd much prefer, at least the sleeves and the head and that, and the feet paws and such, all of that. That's fine. Let's see. Let's see. Which philosophers do you like? Well, it really kind of depends. I don't really have favorite philosophers. Mostly, I I don't really even remember most of their names half the time. Philosophy wasn't my field of study. Sociology was. Um, but like as far as like uh, philosophers like I don't know, like Sun Tzu and things like that. Art of War, that kind of thing. I really find that very interesting. But as far as like favorites, I don't really have, I guess, a favorite. I mean, like most people, they're just gonna go Plato, Aristotle, that kind of thing. And yeah, I mean maybe, but um, realistically, I've not studied enough philosophy to really give you a favorites. Unfortunately, so terribly sorry about that, but I don't have a favorites. Let's see. Uh, let's see here. Artemis, you have zero room to talk about flashing paws. That is a glass house you're living in, I believe. uh, let's see. Uh, what was the specific inspiration behind Switch's design? He really does look amazing. Thank you so much, Mystic. Switch's design actually, it doesn't have this mystical origin that you might think it is. I literally grabbed three pastels and just across the board with them, and they just so happen to be like these colors. Like it just so happen to be like this blue and this blue and this blue, and decided to add like white to it, and really it was not this amazing thing. The inspiration really kind of was like it was a overall process of like several months of design, making them exactly what I wanted. uh, what them paws do, they cost me money, Artemis. That's what them do. Let's see. Let's see, what else do we have? What are your hobbies besides furry? Well, I do figure skating, which should be no surprise to anyone, why I might want to do an ice skating video, because I actually do figure skating. I've done that for about a year. I do video gaming, of course, because pretty much everybody does. Um, let's see. I play a game called Amtgard. If you've never heard of Amtgard, it's spelled Amtgard. I would advise you to go look it up. Basically, we just hit each other with sticks. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy that. Um, let's see. Yeah, Hosier's got it right there. That's how you say that. Um, aside from those things, I do some 3D printing. Like I am into cars and bikes and things like that. I ride motorcycles occasionally. That's a lot of fun. I really love my bike. Um, photography sometimes. I like doing that. I'm trying to think of other things that I do. I do a lot of things. I'm much like a jack of all trades, master of none kind of thing. Spin, what do you think about Metro Exodus? I don't really know what Metro Exodus is, so you'd have to inform me of what that is before I can have an opinion on it, I think. F card looks fun. It is fun. It is a lot of fun. It's stress relief. You have a bad day, you go outside, you hit someone with a stick, but you don't get in trouble for it because it's all part of the game. You Americans and your easy hobbies. Well, what easy hobbies do I have? I mean, I guess most of those are kind of easy. I know 3D printing is easy. I just hit a button and I walk away. I go get a sandwich or something. People have said, "Oh, it's amazing what you do." I don't do anything. My machine does everything. I just put stuff in there and go, "Yeah, hit that, print that." Yes, I sent you Twitter then. Okay, I'll have to look that over before that. I wouldn't have time to kind of read it now, I don't think, and then give unless someone wants to give me TLDR on that. I couldn't help you with that one. Do I know about the game Forza 4? Forza Horizon 4. Yeah, I think so. I don't believe I've played that particular Forza, but I have played Forzas in the past, and I did like them. Does doing that voice hurt after a while? Kinda. Not really. It's just the I've been doing it for a while, so it's easier for me to hold that voice. I can do a lot of things in it now. As before, it was harder for me to do. It's just hard to get into and hold. But the great thing about it is quintessentially mine. It's not stolen from anybody. I feel like shooting a gun. Oh yeah, me too. I really enjoy shooting a gun. Let's see. Haven't heard about your crazy backwoods neighbors lately. Did they finally move? I don't know if they finally moved or not. Occasionally I see them, and occasionally I don't. But they have basically stopped coming outside entirely. Occasionally I hear gunfire, and so I know they still are alive. But aside from that, they've kind of left me alone, which has been nice. I really enjoy going to sleep without the soothing sounds of gunfire at 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. or whenever it is I go to sleep. You may have answered this, but where did you get that T-shirt? This I think I got on Shark Robot like a couple years ago. I really like it. It's nice. I'm very happy with that. Let's see. What is your normal voice like? Do you want me to do my normal voice? Like, let's see. If you want me to do my normal voice, just say so, and okay, I will. This is my normal speaking voice. This is exactly as I sound normally. But when I'm doing spin, this is what I sound like. Let's see. Have you ever answered the door as spin just for the fun of it? Yeah. For a pizza delivery, I did that once. That was fun. I don't believe they're ever coming back. Um, I've never seen that delivery guy ever again. So he may have quit, or he may just never come to this house again. Let's see. Let's, let's see. Have you started any kind of Telegram, Discord community yet? Any plans to? Well, I do have plans eventually. maybe to do maybe like a Discord or something like that for some people. Um, that's awful. But I think maybe after I hit like 1,000 subs, I'll do a Patreon thing, and I might do like a weekly hangout or something if people are interested. But not until I get to that point, because I don't think it's really worth me doing until I'm at least over that point that shows that I have some sort of potential for having a wide appeal to a lot of people. Otherwise, you know, it just doesn't, I guess, make sense to me, because I don't feel like there'd be a lot of people that surely a lot of people are not interested in hanging out with me on a weekly basis or bi-weekly basis or whatever it is I can manage to squeeze into my schedule. Uh, do you have a voice for Switch? Yeah, I just use my normal voice for Switch. I find that easier. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Mystic. That's really nice of you. I will eventually have a Patreon after that happens. Only after. That's what I've been saying for a long time now. Is only after I can reach 1,000 do I feel like I have earned the right to have one of those kind of things. Oh, okay, Jax. I'll definitely watch that and check that out, and let you know what I think. Um, that way you get your question answered. But I'll have to watch it and then really think about it. You have loads of potential. Keep it up. Thanks so much. That's really nice of you. Um, I feel like that every week is kind of a bit of a struggle, because I just try to find something new and interesting that all of you would want to listen to, and I just try to entertain you guys as best I can. So I'm happy you like it. Do you have any plans to do game streams in the future? I used to do game streams. My friend Hosher 85, the one that's in the chat there, he does game streams a lot. I do not, but he's really funny, and you should definitely go check him out if you're looking for game streams. He's a very amusing guy. That one there. How angry will you bid for random things at Confuzzled art auction? Uh, I definitely will try to take top spot again as best I can. And since I am the current holder of badge number 1 for Confuzzled, um, all of you are welcome to come and try and take it from me if you can. I just noticed we have like 20 or 30 people in here. That's crazy. Uh, sorry to say this. I have to go now. I'm off to bed, but it was fun and while it lasted. Okay, Jax. Thanks so much for stopping by. You've been with me for a very long time, so thanks so much. This has been, yeah. I think it's actually gone pretty well. I was a little nervous because I didn't really know what you guys would want me to talk about, and I'm basically just letting you guys dictate exactly what you want to hear. If there's anything you want to know about me, as long as it's not too personal, I'm glad to answer it. Just whatever it is, ask away, because we definitely have still some time left. That's for sure. Thanks. I like the shirt too. Will we get to see more Spin and Switch adventures as roommates? Definitely. Definitely. Hey, and hi, Scott. We're definitely going to be doing more of those. I have a few planned right now. It's going to be a process because those take a long time to shoot. And I also have to have help shooting those things. So it not only takes up my time, but it also takes up my roommate's time too. So it's something that I want to do and I think has a lot of potential. And I'm really excited about doing. You don't seem any more nervous than usual. Hopefully, there'll be more streams in the future. No, well, when you're in front of the camera and you're doing stuff, you just kind of lose the nerves and stuff because you kind of have to. I need to be here and entertaining. I don't need to be sitting here kind of, oh, I don't know what to do. Like, I can't do that. I have to be there to entertain you guys. uh, yeah, yeah, Artemis, I do. I do. Do you think you might do something with T-Lark? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think T-Lark has fallen off the map anyway, so um, I don't really know T-Lark. Sorry. Would you recommend large amounts of whiskey before or after the gun range? After, please, please, after. Mm. Uh, let's see. Right. So, is there any more questions you guys have? Anything you want to know about me? Really, I don't have a whole lot to hide, I guess, in that regard, because like, I mean, I'm a 6 foot fox on the internet giving out life advice. I mean, this is pretty much the biggest shame of my family. So good. Have you been to Australia? Yes, I have. I have been to Australia. I was able to climb on Ayers Rock before it became illegal to do so. I swam on the Great Barrier Reef, and I have been to Sydney and a couple other places. It was a very, very guided, very, very strict tour, but I did get to do that, and it was absolutely amazing. And I definitely want to go back. What is your favorite thing about the fandom? My friends that I've made in the fandom are my favorite thing about the fandom. The people that you meet and the people that you get close to are the biggest takeaway from the fandom that you could possibly have, in my opinion. Let's see. Just how hard did you beat up Artemis during the convention self defense video? A lot of that I had to tone down because I was terrified that I might accidentally really hurt Artemis, and I didn't really want to do that. So, not nearly as bad as it could have been, but he definitely still did get hurt during one of the scenes. It was not really my fault, but I didn't help it, I guess. Let's see. What do you recommend for somebody who wants to go to conventions that's under 18? Well, you can definitely do that. At least in the States, you can do that. Um, but in Europe, I think there's some rules against that. I think you have to be 18 plus to go to conventions. But if you're wanting to go, definitely go with with a parent or a guardian of some kind, and I guess just go and have fun. It really kind of depends, but I don't think there's really a problem with someone who's under 18 going to a convention. It's just that like you should definitely decide what it is that you want to experience, what type of convention. Like, is it a furry convention, anime convention, both? If so, um, like, how much money are you wanting to spend, and uh, are you going to go with friends? I would definitely suggest going with friends as well. Like, definitely take a group of friends together. You're going to have a lot more fun if you take yourself and a group of friends to the convention, and it's going to be great. I think you'll have a good time. So definitely, yeah, definitely go. Let's see. You can't hurt me any worse than I hurt myself. That's definitely true, Artemis. That's definitely true. You definitely threw yourself a little bit harder than you definitely should have. That's probably why you got hurt. What does your family think about your furry videos, and do they know? Yeah, they definitely know about my furry videos. Some of them even really like it, like a lot. It's crazy. I didn't expect that kind of thing. Let's see. If you could choose one city anywhere in the world to host a ultimate furry convention, where would it be? Well, a lot of the like good places to host things already have conventions. I'd say I'd like to host one maybe in like Nashville or maybe like Knoxville or something like that. That way it would be like closer to me. Um, and hopefully it would do really well and just save me on some gas, I guess, you know? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, definitely. Maybe Knoxville. Maybe Knoxville. But you know, it all really depends. Yeah, Artemis is definitely my favorite salty doggo too. He, he definitely has a very specific worldview, and I can appreciate that a lot. How many states do you drive through to get to the average furry convention? I think I drive through 2 or 3 states to get to most of them, and for FWA, I just drive through well one, really. But it's not even really driving through one. I just drive from my state to the adjacent state. Let's see. What is the best way to annoy a telemarketer? Well, I really enjoy irritating telemarketers because if you're gonna waste my time, like if you bought the ticket, you're gonna take the ride. You understand? Like, so if you call me and you're a telemarketer, then I'm just going to try to waste as much time as is humanly possible for me to waste. So what I will do is I will just lead them on and keep asking them really dumb questions until they finally get it that I'm just messing with them and wasting their time. And then they get angry and hang up. When you go to a convention, what is the most difficult thing to do when you're there? The most difficult thing that I do at a convention is if I am by myself and I'm not with my friends, and I'm suiting, having to basically be my own handler is near impossible, but I still am okay at it. So that'd probably be the most difficult thing. Let's see. Uh, which is your favorite Neil Breen film? Uh, none of them are my favorites. They're all things that you endure and experience. You live through a Neil Breen film. You don't really have a favorite. You you have survived certain Neil Breen films. And if you haven't watched Neil Breen, go watch Neil Breen. Really, just go. It's it's definitely it's the closest I've ever been to being on drugs, I think. Let's see. How annoying is your housemate? He's not annoying at all. He's good people. That's really good. Let's see. I agree with. Oh yeah. Artemis gives some really good advice. You gotta have to pick through the saltiness, but yeah, definitely he gives really good advice. Um, definitely watch him. Ruki, are you coming back? You gonna come back over here? You gonna stay over there? No, don't don't claw the couch. No. Okay. All right. Let's see. That's been. Is the nihilism just a spin trait, or is that how you really live life? Well, I am a little bit nihilistic about things. I tend to play up the nihilism for spin. The whole it's like the blackness of the world is only eclipsed by the blackness in your own soul kind of thing is really much more played up for spin, for for the laughs. But I do have kind of a nihilistic worldview. That's not to say that that it's a bad thing. Just nihilism in general just means that there is no intrinsic meaning to anything. That means you get to kind of make up your own, and what matters to you is the meaning, and everyone else's meaning is equally valid. That's just how I view it. But it is played up a lot more for spin. Yes. Let's see. Who do you like wearing more, spin or switch? Well, I like both of them. I think that Switch is actually a little bit more comfortable to wear, but the head's a little tighter. It's kind of give and take. I like wearing both though. I know that's not really the who's your favorite kid kind of answer that you were hoping for, but like I like both of them. They are both my favorites. I like them both. Let's see. Stop being nice to me. I can't deal with it. Uh, you're the one who tuned into the live stream, man. I didn't make you. But if you want, I could wax poetic about how awesome of a person you are, Artemis. You can do that. I've got all the time in the world. Let's see. Let's see. Here's another question. Tell Artemis to stop bullying me. Well, I don't know what Artemis is doing, so I can't. What's Artemis doing to bully you? Especially during your first videos, I was kind of thinking that you uh, of you as a Kierkegaard fan. Kierkegaard Fox. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. Which is a little weird since I haven't read any of his books. Well, that's okay. I've not read any of his books either, but I still know some of his quotes because I can look them up. Uh, Vegeta on shirt. Brius is better. Yeah, debatable. I've always been a Vegeta fan, so I was kind of an OG Vegeta fan. So if you like Brius, cool. That's up to you. I like Vegeta, so I'm gonna rep the Vegeta shirt. Let's see. Let's see. Uh, you're my boss. I have to be here. Thanks, Artemis. Let's, and would you be the number one? Would you be badge number one at Confuzzled if it weren't for Artemis? I don't know. I went to Confuzzled originally because of Artemis, and because he said it was a good con, and I liked it enough to do that. So I guess if it wasn't for Artemis, I wouldn't have gone. So in a way, no. But in general, I tend to donate to conventions and anyway, especially to charities that I think are valid and definitely useful. And furcons tend to have very valid and useful, well, charities to donate to. I think so. Yeah. Let's see. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's see. What is the best charity donation reaction that you've had? We made a group of people at MFF cry this year at Sit Stay Read. That was a really good reaction. They were really, really happy with what we did. So I'd say that's the best reaction I've ever had. How is life going for you? It's going pretty good, actually. I have pretty much all I need and then some more. So really, I have nothing to complain about on the whole, but I really do like what I'm doing. And I like making these videos. I like making all of you guys laugh and think, especially making you guys think. That's really important to me. And as long as I can keep doing that, I think that I will always really be satisfied with life. I think. I know how that reaction feels after my auction piece for Confuzzled. Did you have what did you have at Confuzzled? What did you auction off at Confuzzled? Is it Harry Film staff? Harry Film stuff. What did you have at Confuzzled? What did you auction off? Have you realized just how flippin' awesome you are, especially for the furry convention charities? Apparently, I guess I'm awesome, but I just think it's cool to do fun things for people, and if you have a lot, you can afford to do really, really amazing things for people, and I think you should. You should always verify who you're giving to first, though. But if you think that the charity is worth it, then you definitely should. I would definitely go with that. Let's see. My dignity went away a long time ago, I think. Let's see. The Bork robot during the closing ceremony. Okay. Unfortunately, I was not there for the closing ceremonies last year. I will be there this year, though. I'm definitely staying for everything this year. I wasn't there for that. uh, what's your most interesting Uber story? I made an Uber driver really mad in England because I stood exactly where they told me to stand, and apparently that wasn't where I was supposed to be. And I got a lecture for like 10 minutes on why I should have stood somewhere else. And because I don't really know the traffic laws in England, I didn't know that where I was standing, they weren't allowed to stop and pick me up. I didn't know that at all. So I got a 10-minute lecture for that, and I was just thoroughly confused the whole time. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, but it did say right here on the app, stand here. So that's what I did. That's something you need to address with them, not with me. That's not something I can deal with. So sorry. Let's see. Oh yeah, Sparrow's birthday Uber was apparently pretty fun too. See here, 100-pound fine for Bork. That seems a little much, Sparrow. Maybe maybe like like a 10-pound fine. I'd go with that. I'd go with that. Whew. Just so you guys know, I like last minute put this whole area to shoot with. Like I got it all together last minute. So you're welcome. It actually meant I had to do things. And I'm lazy. How do you manage to eat an American sized steak? Uh, it's easy. I'm an American. We are naturally imbued with the ability to consume American sized steaks. Also, our steaks, I know why you might be confused because if you had just like an American sized steak with British style cooking, you wouldn't want to eat that much of it because it's terrible. But American steaks actually taste like things. That's why you can eat more of it because it actually tastes like something. So, yeah, that's how we do it. What do you mean, apparently? You was there. You can't prove that I was there. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, I know. Blue Madeira. Like, Blue Madeira, they have a Mischief Maker suit? That's so is it just like exactly Madeira but blue? Because that's kind of weird. What's your opinion on naming a persona after yourself? You mean like giving it? Oh, using your human name. Well, uh, I think you could definitely do that because your persona and everything is definitely that is your domain. That's whatever you want it to be. That represents you. So, I guess really, to me, I wouldn't do it because I feel like you should try to like make a character, but like that's my personal opinion. So like I wouldn't name it after myself. Myself, anyway. I feel like that sentence is wrong somehow, but I don't know how to fix it because I didn't do well in English. Let's see. Uh, actually has. uh, Oh, no, no. I think that Artemis is beyond anyone's control at any point. So I can explain Majira's popularity to me. Anyone here that can explain Majira's popularity to me, I still don't get it. I really don't know anything about Majira. I've never really met the guy, not personally or anything like that. So, I guess he has some appeal to some people because he does kind of like the daily blog kind of videos. And after you get a certain point on YouTube, you kind of like start to snowball, and you kind of gain followers easier. So his popularity kind of intensifies because more people see him, and they're also he's also the first thing that most people see in the fandom, so they kind of use that as a benchmark. But I don't really know why he's popular or if he deserves it, if he doesn't. It's really all personal opinion. Let's see. Who is the best asexual YouTuber? Um, that's a very defined point. I'd have to say, given all of the amounts of asexual YouTubers, the best would probably be Artemis Wishfoot, just objectively speaking. It's been a long time since I took Japanese, so I cannot begin to uh, decipher that. Uh, my hiragana is pretty terrible. What about Vix? I don't know. I don't really see much from Vix. She's not really like. I mean, I'm sure she's great and everything. I just don't really find her content that engaging. So not really for me. So as far as that, I'm sure she's good for her fans. I know she's got like over 100,000 subs or whatever, and but it's really not. She's really not my. She's not my favorite YouTuber. Just in general, but I've never really met her, so I don't know. I can't speak to her personally. Let's see, who is the goodest boy? Milo. Milo is the goodest boy. Let's see. Favorite flavored whiskey. Favorite flavored whiskey is definitely salted caramel whiskey. It's my favorite. But okay, so we've been at this for about an hour and a half now. Do you guys want to keep going, or do you want to just go ahead and call it a night? What do you guys think? Keep going. Okay. How hard is it to see how the fursuit head? It's pretty hard. Sometimes. If you had to choose one design of a bad dragon dildo, which would best, which would work best with the bow and arrow? I have no idea. I do not know bad dragon design names off the top of my head. Could not begin to tell you. Okay, guys, since I've been doing this for about an hour and a half, I think I'm actually going to do the rest of it just as myself, if you guys are okay with that, because this does get quite hot. So if you're okay with that, just let me know in the comments. If you're not, then we'll try to keep soldiering on. Is everyone okay with that, or no? Yes? No? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and behead them. Yeah, I broke the rules. It's fine. But I'm also really hot, so. Oh, God. I know. But I can also see the screen a lot better. Oh no, I didn't even go off camera. Wasn't gonna do that. I'm definitely breaking the magic. That's nice of you, Mystic. Uh, how high is the fine for that? Wait, you're white. Uh, I don't know. I don't know how high the fine would be for that. But yeah. Sudden voice change. Yeah, well, I only do the voice if I'm doing Spyn, and since I'm out of that, it seems weird for me to do the voice. I mean, I can do it for you if you like without the head on. If you want to see that, that's okay. Thanks, Sparrow. Which photo of you is the most embarrassing, and which one should I publicly post? You know which one is the most embarrassing, and you know which one you have that you publicly post that would be quite awful. What's your aircon setting on? I think it's on like probably 69, 70, maybe. I don't know. Uh, no, Hosh, I don't need a brush, but thanks. No, no. Um, I don't know. Someone was asking about the aircon. I don't know. I see. You want me to sit forward? Fine, I'll sit forward. Is that better? Much better. God. see. I know it sounds terrible, but I was pleasantly shocked when I first saw Spyn without his fursuit head on. Yeah. Some people, I guess, thought thought I would look, I guess, less normal. Maybe I do look less normal. 69, 70 in American, in non-American, and this I have Erica. 69, 70. I'm sorry, dude. I only know freedom units. I don't know any of the others. Will you wear both Spyn and Switch at cons? Yes, I will definitely be wearing both Spyn and Switch at conventions. Kind of alternating between the two as much as I can. What does Spyn's head get? 1 to 10. About a 7 or 8. I was able to last an hour and a half, which was nice. But without like regular breaks, it can get a little stifling. But that's why you wear, like balaclavas and things like that. It makes it easier to deal with the heat. Yeah, Sparrow definitely saw me without my suit first. Yeah, I definitely can't take full credit for the characterization of Spyn. That was definitely like just a joke that got wildly out of hand. So that was something. I think Spyn is fairly cute, but his character I think like helps a lot with that, like a whole lot. Let's see here. I think freedom units are based on the length of Trump's wig. Yeah, probably. They probably are now. It changes daily. No, Spyn's head does not have a fan, Jake. There's really nothing there. Good night. A tad more thought. Thanks for joining us on this first and probably ill-advised live stream. Oh God. Whew. I am honest to God always surprised that I make it through anything that I do. Do you have any other personas, or are they only two? Yeah, as far as for right now, there's only the two. I did have plans on maybe two more, but as far as like fursuits and like getting fursuits for them goes, that's kind of all up in the air. Realistically, I have my my hands full just dealing with this one and this one. I know Rook, I know, and this one. So favorite road in the USA. Probably 129, the Dragon. It's exceptionally dangerous, but if you're really good at riding bikes, it's really fun. It's just that lots of people die every year doing it, so it's not something you should take lightly, or even something that you should go into and just go like, well, everyone else is doing this. I'm sure I can do it too. Like, there's plenty of people that die every year doing it.
Which scar from Rook is your favorite? Well, I don't think she's ever really left any like physical scars. Maybe some emotional ones, but physical, not so much. Um, at one point, when she was a kitten, she carved the word "hi" into my palm. There's, I think, a couple people that have disbelieved me when I've said this, but I have a picture of it. Let's see. If you could list all furry fetishes, ranking them from 1 to 10, how many shitty YouTubers uh, would you be copying? I could do a top 10 video of that and be copying literally every furry YouTuber that's ever made a top 10 video ever. Like almost everyone does it because it's that thing that you're like it's a day before your video is supposed to go up and you're looking around going, oh my god, I don't have a video, what am I supposed to do? I should probably do something. I know, top 10 something, and then you just grab something from the internet and go, we're going to do this arbitrary order top 10, and that's what you do. Let's see. Which aspect of America are you looking forward to introducing Artemis/Barrow to? I've introduced them to a lot of different aspects of it. I have to say that there's still some more things. I'd like to take them shooting again. Um, I think that's a lot of fun. I enjoy going out and shooting, but that's something I was kind of raised with. So it's not necessarily indicative of all Americans, but it definitely is something I was raised around and learned how to do well and as safe as possible. Will you be doing a video out of suit? I don't know that I will be doing a video out of suit. That doesn't mean I won't. It just means that I haven't found anything that warrants me being out of suit to do the video outside of what we're doing right now, and that's just because it's an hour and a half and I was hot. And, but if there was something like a very very serious topic, then yeah, I might do something out of suit then. If I was just kind of addressing the community as a whole and saying like this absolutely has to stop, this is unacceptable, this isn't a joke, I might do something like that. But only if it was to make that point. Only. Let's see. Let's see. Right. Yeah. That. Oh. Can you adjust that? That's really, really bad. Right. Yeah. There's good. Yeah. Thanks.
You are welcome.
Oh yeah. Don't knock that over. Right. So my battery overheated there. No sound. No sound from the microphone.
You're saying no sound?
Yeah. Maybe I kick something. No. be fine.
Say a little sound.
A little sound. I got unplugged. There we go. Yeah, that got unplugged too. Yeah, battery overheated, and then we pulled the mic cord out. So, just 10 out of 10.
Rip headphone users.
Yeah, if you were wearing headphones and you turn them up, I'm sorry that you're dead. Yeah. Right. So I don't remember what we were talking about. Yeah. So hopefully this is much better.
Did you answer Harry film stuff?
What was that?
When was the first time they asked you if you want sparkling or still? Why you try to act like he was always drinking sparkling water before you came out here? Do you understand that?
I don't understand that one.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't see that one. Sorry.